folks. This is the Red Oak Railway, an HO scale train layout that I've been working on for about 3 years. Now, this hasn't been on the channel much during that time, but it's been a big part of my life and I've had a lot of fun with it. However, this is the end of the line. I'm currently starting construction on a new, bigger, and better train layout, and all this is going to have to get dismantled. However, before we do that, I thought it would be good to go back to where it all started in August 2017 and tell the Red Oak story from the beginning. And that brings us up to today. There is one final thing to do on this layout before we take it apart, but first, let me show you what the new one is going to look like. I've spent the past several months designing the new layout in SCARM, otherwise known as Simple Computer-Aided Railway Modeler. It's a great little program for designing model train layouts, and I'm going to show you exactly what I've done here. The main line is your basic dog bone design. I've bent it 90 degrees in the middle so it'll fit the corner of the room. It's going to be 7 feet by 8 feet, and it's going to split apart into 3 sections with divisions here and here so that I can take it outside to do the messy scenery stuff so I won't get it all over the carpet. If we switch to the 3D view, you can see that I've actually modeled the entire room to show how the layout's going to fit into it. Here's my desk and chair and monitor and stuff. I'm going to have to move this part of my desk over there, but that'll be better because then the drawers won't hit my chair every time I open them. Over here you'll have the layout, you have the area where you can walk in the middle here, and you'll be able to have easy access to all sides of it. But that's not all. I've also drawn up the whole layout in another program, 3D Train Studio. That one gives you much more detailed options for scenery, so you can build the whole layout in detail and run virtual trains on it. The one thing it doesn't let you do is complicated benchwork shapes, so I couldn't draw the aisle in the middle. That's why I didn't use this to design the layout. But it is a pretty neat program. Now, as we move around the layout, you have your passenger station over here. That's going to be different, obviously. That's just the building that's available in the program. Over here you have the town. This is going to be building flats, but these are the same ones that are on my current layout. It's not going to be that. It's going to be different. Over here you have the piece de resistance. You have a turntable in the middle, which I do have, and tracks to store all the locomotives on. The loop goes around here. You know what, I'm just actually going to fast forward the train around the loop so I can continue explaining this. Once you get over here, you have the bay. This is not going to be real water. That's going to be modeled. You have a long siding in front of the town. I don't know if I mentioned that. Over here you have the lighthouse, which is going to have a working spinny light thing at the top. I don't know what that's called. Over here you have your yard for freight and passenger car storage. And the other piece de resistance, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, is the drive-in theater, which is going to have a working screen eventually. I have not yet decided on a name for the new layout, but I do know that it's not going to be just another incarnation of the Red Oak. It's going to be its own thing, a completely new, fictional, historic tourist railroad. That means I'll be able to run all my steam engines and pretty much whatever else I want to. There is one issue, which is that it's going to have 18-inch radius curves, so I won't be able to run really long passenger cars, but luckily, I have these. These are awesome. They're little 34-foot Overton passenger cars, and they will run around pretty much any curve in existence. So in that department, I'm all good. Now, there is one thing left to do on the Red Oak Railway before it's all officially over. It's time for the historic final run of our flagship passenger train, the Red Oak Cannonball. folks, that's it. That's the end. As soon as the sections for the new layout are ready to move up here, I'm going to dismantle this whole thing, salvage whatever I can, and get rid of the rest. And that will be it for the Red Oak Railway. And then I'm going to start construction on a whole new miniature world. And I'm going to be documenting all of that in great detail on the channel, so stay tuned for those videos. Hopefully you'll be able to be entertained a bit and learn something from my mistakes, and I'm sure I will make a lot of mistakes. For now though, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.